Well, hello, and welcome back to another video. I am here today going to talk about high school again, and this is going to be more on just what it's like going to high school. My experience is more so socially than academically. So yeah, we'll just talk about that really fast. I did song leading my freshman and sophomore year, which is like cheerleading. Again, I am totally open to doing a whole video about that. I would love to have my friend here to do it, but that is what I did. I had to go to basketball games and football games. I had practice almost every single day after school, and that's how I represented school spirit and got involved, and I was kind of known as a song leader. And then I decided to stop doing that after my sophomore year, and I did a video production class instead, which still kept me very much involved with the school. I had to go to two different sports team events, I guess. I had to basically cover two different sporting teams. Junior year I did baseball and dance, and then senior year I did women's basketball and women's softball. So that's kind of like a little backstory on my high school experience. I literally stuttered for a second when I was describing the video production class because I was like, what did I do? I totally forgot at this point because I've been out of high school for 4 years now, and so things just kind of go out the window. But yeah, so I had the very, cheerleader-esque type of high school experience, and then I also had the more behind the scenes low-key involvement with high school, but still very much involved. I was involved on current events happening around the school and kind of had more of like a broader view on high school with doing the video production class because I wasn't just in my cheerleading kind of little bubble. So that I really appreciated. It was very much broader and gave me a better holistic view. Plus, I loved being behind the scenes, making videos, and I still got to be involved. So that's what I did. I also did a couple after school clubs. I was in and out of different Christian clubs on campus. They had FCA, which is Fellowship Christian Athletes. I kind of just went to that sparingly. I didn't really fit in with that vibe. Even when I did song leading, was a sport person. And then my junior and senior year, I did Crew, which is another Christian high school ministry that happened to be on my campus. It's not on that many, but yeah, that's kind of the clubs that I did. So what I'm basically telling you with all of this is get involved with your high school somehow. If you don't get involved, it's not going to be that much fun of an experience because you're literally just going to class, sitting in class for 8 hours, and then going home. And you don't have that much of an opportunity to make friends and make memories outside of the classroom with your high school. And so it's very easy to kind of be bored or resentful of going to school, and you're going to want to leave faster. But I found that the people who were heavily involved with programs that they loved were kind of bittersweet about leaving because they established such a wonderful community versus just going to class and leaving. That's also something I really noticed with my friend who did song leading with me and then decided not to do anything her junior and senior year. She got more involved with her church, which is great, and she found community and fellowship there, but was definitely more pulled back from school and being involved with that. So whatever your interest is, definitely try to find a club or an activity or sport that you can do so you can be involved and make friends and make memories. So that's what I did. I definitely recommend that. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'll talk about with activities. And then when it comes to friendships, just know that friendships are constantly changing. You are evolving. A lot of the friends I left middle school with and thought I was going to be entering high school with kind of dissipated, and they kind of went their separate ways. So I kind of had a feeling that that would happen towards the end of 8th grade. But just know that some friends, like my best friend who did song leading with me, who I've been mentioning a lot in this video, we stayed friends even till this day. but some of my other friends, like I said, went their own ways and did their own things in high school. So just know that either one is a possibility. Your entire friend group from middle school may stay the same, or it might completely fall apart. And be open to that. I know it's like really hard when you have like these visions of what you think is going to happen. I thought I was going to be doing song leading all 4 years, but that changed. And I think it's okay for you to realize that your plan may change, and just to be open to new friendships and new opportunities and getting involved in different areas that you might not have in middle school. In middle school, I did ASB, but I wasn't really interested in doing that in high school, and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what I have to say about friendships. They're going to change, they're going to evolve. It's 4 years, and so just be open to that, be open to new friendships. I got closer with someone that I knew since 7th grade, but we didn't get closer until like sophomore year of high school. And again, we're still friends to this day. So yeah, just be open to that. And then another thing I will talk about with high school is boys. I mean, come on, we have to talk about this. It's on everyone's mind. Do I have a high school relationship? What's it like dating in high school? Kind of all that viewpoints. I personally did not date in high school, and not necessarily for not wanting to. I just didn't find someone who liked me back enough to want to date me, which I am totally okay with looking back now. I think dating in high school is a little too glorified in television and movies. I definitely was influenced by that, wanting to meet my high school sweetheart and, go to the prom with someone and have that, movie romance or whatever it is. But people are really immature in high school. You don't really know who you are. And even if you do meet someone in high school that you end up dating and you date through college and get married, or you get married shortly after high school, you're going to be changing a lot. You are going through so many developmental changes, and I honestly can't even imagine meeting someone in high school looking back now and dating them and continuing to date them and it working out, because people go to different colleges and they want to discover themselves and they're figuring themselves out. And so although it can work, and I'm not bashing high school relationships, it's just a lot harder because you're changing so much and you don't really know what you want or who you are or where you're going. So yeah, it was not a personal choice. If I liked someone and they liked me back, I probably would have dated someone, but also know that you are saving yourself a lot of heartbreak because you're also not fully emotionally developed. So, that's gonna probably hurt each other in the process of that as well. And yeah, I just don't really think it's the best time to be dating. I didn't really surround myself with friends who were dating people. In middle school I did, but in high school I didn't. And so that definitely changed my viewpoint on dating in general, because I wasn't around that all the time. And I think that's really important. Who you surround yourself with really does influence you in every single way, shape, or form. If you have, we'll use a different example. If you have a friend who is super ambitious and wants to be involved in all these different things and is super on top of her work and, just a killer in everything in life, just on top of her game and is going places and really working hard, then you are going to be, driven down the path of that same mindset because you are around that person. Now, if you're around people who just want to lay in bed all day and watch movies and eat food and, maybe go out on the weekend, but just kind of want to stay home and not really do much, so you're going to be influenced by that too. And so realizing that is important. If you're around friends who are dating people, you're going to feel like you should be dating people. And if you're around friends who aren't, you're not going to feel as pressured because you're not going to feel left out and you're not going to see that culture around you. So yeah, I didn't date in high school. Definitely was not really wanting to date past my junior year. I think freshman and sophomore year, I was kind of still in the boy phase, but junior and senior year, I was more focused on academics and extracurricular activities, and also just realizing I don't want to date any of these people. So that is that as well. High school also, you can start driving. I'd highly recommend if you have, oh, there's a bug. Oh wow, almost done, perfect. I am practically done speaking anyways. If you can get a driver's license and you can, get a car somehow, I highly recommend that. Also, one thing that I wish I would have done is probably get like a part-time job, 10 or 12 hours a week, just to save some more money and get more work experience. I think that's really important, just so you can kind of get a feel for what you want to do in high school, in college, and gain more independence with a car and with the job. So that is all I have for this video. It was kind of jumbled all over the place talking about different high school topics, but I hope you found this interesting, and maybe in the next video we will talk about college. So have a good day, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.